Hi, happy Moon Festival everyone. Today we are sharing a book called A Big Mooncake for Little Star by Grace Lin. Little Star's mama laid the big mooncake onto the night sky to cool. Now, Little Star, Mama said, your mooncake took us a long time to bake. So let's see if you can make it last a while. Can you remember not to touch this big mooncake until I tell you to? Yes, Mama, Little Star said, nodding. And the little star remembered as she brushed her teeth, washed her face, snuggled into bed, and fell asleep. But in the middle of the night, Little Star woke up. She forgot everything her mama had said and only remembered the big mooncake. Pat, 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 Little Star's soft feet tiptoed to the big mooncake. Would her mama notice if she took a tiny nibble? Little Star didn't think so. Yum. But was someone coming? Little Star flew back to bed. The next night, Little Star remembered the big mooncake again. That one bite had been so sweet and tasty. Was the cake still there? Yes, it was. There was that big mooncake, an almost perfect circle, all long and delicious in the sky. Would her mama notice if she took another tiny nibble? Little Star didn't think so. Yum! Little Star flew back to bed. And the next night, what do you think Little Star remembered? The big mooncake, of course. Would Mama notice if she took another tiny nibble? Little Star didn't think so. Yum! And the night after that, what did Little Star do? Nibble, 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 nibble. Yum! Night after night, Little Star took tiny nibble after tiny nibble of the big mooncake. Until one night, Little Star's mama went to look for the big mooncake. Where was it? It was gone. Instead of a glowing round cake, there was just a trail of twinkling crumbs. Little Star, her mama said, shaking her head even though her mouth was curving. You ate the big mooncake again, didn't you? Little Star looked up, her grin reflecting her mama's smile. Yes, Mama, Little Star said, nodding. Now let's go make another one. What's your favorite part of Moon Festival? Do you also like to eat mooncake? Let's make a mooncake together out of Airdry clay. Are you ready? Today we're going to make a mooncake. First, we're going to make a traditional mooncake. We're going to start by looking at this traditional mooncake. It's kind of like a circular shape and it's kind of brown. So with traditional mooncake, usually on the mooncake there are flowery patterns, also writings describing what kind of flavor it is. Different patterns symbolizing wealth renewing. First, we're going to start by mixing the color of this traditional mooncake, which is light brown. To make color brown, we will mix blue, red, and yellow, the three primary colors. So I'm taking a bit of blue, a little bit more yellow, since blue is a very strong color, and a bit of red from the Airdry clay, and I'm going to mix it up. I think it's too bluish, so I'm going to add a little bit more yellow and red. So you're going to mix it until you get a nice color brown. And then I think I'm going to add some white because this is a little bit darker than I wanted it to be. So I'm going to add a little bit of brown and a lot of white. And I think this color is too pale compared to the mooncake, so I'm going to add my last bit of yellow. If you have pre-made brown air dry clay, you can just add white into it. Okay, I think this is a pretty good color for our mooncake. I'm going to take a handful of it, just like the mooncake, and I'm going to use my palm to make a round ball. Also, traditionally, this is how we make the mooncake. We make dough and we put it in a mold with different kinds of design, and we press it down to make the pattern on top of the mooncake. But today we're going to make a handmade one. After we make the ball, we're going to squish it lightly to make a mooncake shape. Okay, kind of like this, a small cute mooncake. As you can see on the mooncake, there are those bumps and also on the patterns. So you can use the knife tool or you can use the toothpick to make this effect. Here I have a long toothpick. You can use small toothpick as well to push it in with even spacings to create a nice bump on the side to decorate the mooncake. And for this leftover, I'm going to make some designs on top. First, roll it into a long thin noodle. So I'm using all 4 of my fingers to press down evenly. It's like rolling a noodle. And I'm going to decorate the top. So you can look at the mooncake design if you're having mooncake at home, or if you can have your own design as well. I'm gonna tip off the top. And since it's Moon Festival, I'm going to make some nice flower patterns. You can also design your own patterns. And I'm going to decorate with small round balls here, just to add some interesting textures to make it look more pretty. Here. Other than the traditional mooncakes, there are also non-traditional mooncakes with different flavors and shapes and colors and design. So I am going to make a pink rose flavored mooncake with rabbit on top as design. So first thing, I'm going to make some pink. To make pink, I am going to mix white air dry clay with a bit of red air dry clay. Just a little bit red air dry clay. You can see the proportion here. I'm going to mix it up. Sometimes mixing air dry clay is like mixing paint. Red is a pretty strong color, so while we make pink, we usually put more white than red proportionally. And now I have some pink, and again I'm going to take a handful of pink, just like this, and I'm going to roll it into a ball and squish it lightly to make a flat surface, and use the toothpick to create the bumpy decorations on the side of the mooncake. Now also I'm going to put on some small decorations like this one on top before I make my cute rabbit. So I'm going to take a bit of air dry clay and I'm going to roll it into a noodle. And this time I'm going to put around it as decoration. You can use your fingers to fix the edges. Okay, now I'm going to make a cute rabbit face on the top of the mooncake. I'm going to take some white. First, I'm going to make the cute face. Again, I'm rolling it into a ball and flatten one side on the table so that I can put it on the mooncake and place it on the mooncake. To make the eyes, you will need a pencil. I'm going to squish down the place for the eyes. If you have clay tools, that will be even better. And to create those 2 holes for the eyes, And I'm going to use a little bit of black for eyeball. And I'm going to add a little bit of highlight for the eye. Okay, and I will take a little pink for the nose and a little bit black for the mouth. So when we make the mouth, we need to roll again, roll it into a noodle. And a smile. I can also add some cheeks. And now it's the most important part, which is the rabbit ears. I'm taking 2 air dry clay and roll it into a ball, and then a raindrop shape. Roll it into a ball and a raindrop shape. Okay, make sure the 2 shapes are more or less the same length. And 1, 2. Here is the rabbit mooncake. You can also decorate it with some other decorations. For example, we can add some little flowers on the side.